Thing about it, I don't ever look at it as a subset. I look at it as special because excellence, white people mediocre. Always have been. They don't have to try as hard. They don't have to, because somebody else will come clean it up. We've never had that luxury. We've always had to be twice, 10 times as good. So black excellence is better. It's just what it is. We just put black on it because it is. We've had to always be that. We've never, no matter what we've done, and even when we're better than them, they still will find a way to put somebody over us. That's just what it is. So everything black, black.
Comrades, welcome. Now this just may be our most lively Not All Hood episode to date. For those of you who don't know Tameka, Georgie, Harper, you are in for a ride. She is a force, and she's also a true spirit. From HBO's Deaf Poetry Jam to performing on Broadway and on global stages, Georgie has always led with her truth and authenticity. And whether you agree with her perspectives or not, what cannot be denied is that she is a lesson in self-acceptance, radical self-love, and she's an inspiration to being unapologetically and unabashedly true to self. She reps the hood through and through and reminds us that even in the hood, we are not a monolith. Enjoy the conversation, even through what may be uncomfortable.
I had got a call about being on Jeezy album. And so I was like, yeah. Then I ain't hearing nothing about it. Then Jessica's on it.
Care more?
Yeah. And let me tell you about that. When me and Jessica did the interview, I was so proud to have poetry on Jeezy album. And Emerald Green said, girl, you can't do nothing on TV because your face say everything. Jessica said, I had to Google Jeezy. When she said she had to Google Jeezy, my face just said, bitch. My face just said, are you fucking kidding me? You know what I'm saying? But that went away. Then I got a call about Sahai the Prince to be on his album, to do this song with him in New Africa. So I'm in LA. I done wrote it. I'm finna record. I'm recording something for a children's book.
Okay.
So I'm like, I'm at the studio so I can get this done. They don't hit me back. So I'm like, what's going on? Then Ernestine Morrison is on the song New Africa saying wifes. Does wifes exist? There's no such words. But anyway, I'm just a hood bitch. I don't know that. Anyway, so then I got a call from Ludacris people. And then my friend who's the DJ for Ludacris told me, no, Mika, they changed their mind because you blackballed. And that's when I believed it. Because I didn't believe it before.
So why did they say blackball? What they give a reason why?
They just said Russell had blackballed us or whatever. I think it was because we had power. He wanted, the thing that happened with Def Comedy, he made sure wasn't gonna happen with Def Poetry because everybody went off and made money and they didn't get a piece of it. So after we did Def Poetry, they grabbed the top 9 people and put us together and put us on the road and kept us for 4-5 years. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
And so then when it was done, it was done. And then they decided they was doing Brave New Voices, which catapulted everybody who was in Brave New Voices. Because if you look at Def Poetry wasn't on demand or anything. You still had to pay for it. With Brave New Voices, it was on demand. It's the internet time, so the kids are popping on Twitter and all of that. So it diminished us to as far as branding, but not our impact. You see what I'm saying?
I do, yeah.
So
the control.
He wanted control. He wanted to be like, I have control over this, but he couldn't control us. And you really can't control poets who are authentic. You can control people who can be bought. We can't be bought. And we wouldn't do nothing they wanted us to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just ain't gonna do shit to do it. You know what I'm saying? I'll never forget when we had the commercial for Def Poetry. They brought in an advertising agency and they was like, this show is so amazing. And we don't know what to do, but it's like a party with words. We're not gonna call it that. And what the hell the advertisers? Party with words.
Yeah.
Wow.
Shout it. It was an experience. I learned so much. And then I always think, damn, I didn't enjoy it. You know what I'm saying?
Like when you're looking back on it.
Oh man, I didn't enjoy it like I could. I'm on Broadway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not for 8 weeks, 8 months. We supposed to be there 8 weeks and we was there for 8 months. Standing ovations every night.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The first show in the history of Broadway to be written and performed by its players.
Yeah.
Oh, it was, and that's why I'm saying it should be more impactful in the history of Black people, of our culture. We didn't get a reunion. We didn't get a 25-year. We didn't get nothing. It's like no acknowledgement of something that beat Jay Leno every Friday night. Every Friday night, we beat Jay Leno. So it's like, okay, all right, y'all just act like it wasn't nothing, but I know it is because everywhere I go, I get those testimonies.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? That helps make sure that history is preserved, though. You know what I mean? Just you even talking about it right now.
That's what we're doing. We're doing a show. I want all the poets, I'm going to call you too, because I want people to talk about their experiences in poetry and what brought them to poetry and the lives we live. Because if the prostitutes got documentaries on YouTube, I think poets deserve it.
You got that right. HBO too. They
Man,
got 'em.
come
Yeah.
on.
Oh, yeah.
And I just think that poets are always treated like the parsley on the plate instead of the steak. And I'm here to say we the steak, shawty, and not no strip. Chateaubriand, okay? Filet mignon, okay? $400, okay? All right. So that's my big thing in the game, period. I know we got to start, so I can just talk.
We started.
Yeah, no, we rolling.
Tameka, Georgia, B. Harper coming in hot. Coming in hot. With the hot ass leather, she coming in hot.
Bad decision.
Oh, man, I love you so much.
I love you too.
For years upon years upon years upon years. And one of the things I love about you so much is your spirit. And last month we were doing a poetry set, and we were
at a sold out 3 shows that Malcolm-Jamal wanted sold out at City Winery.
All right.
Yeah,
Yes.
With a waiting list.
But we were backstage and we were talking about the podcast. And I was, podcast is called, Not All Hood. And I couldn't even finish my sentence. And just like, ain't nothing wrong with the hood. Ain't nothing wrong with the hood. And it made me realize that there could be a misconception that we're saying not all hood, saying that the hood is bad. But the concept is like what the media shows us is one side of Black culture. And it's the hood side. And the hood side, ultimately, historically, is what has always created American culture.
Sure.
Right? It gets co-opted from
right.
the hood and then it becomes mainstream.
Exactly.
But I just loved I loved your take and your reminder that the hood should be as celebrated as the rest of the lanes of Black culture.
I feel like people feel bad about where they are in the world or what their current situation is. And I'm like, if you have life, you're winning. And to be Black in America and surviving, and not even surviving, we thrive. Because there's devised plan for our demise every day. So for you to still smile, still find ways to make it. And then in the hood, we help each other. Poor people help each other more than rich people all day. In my neighborhood, my whole life growing up, we don't just borrow some sugar. It ain't no thing to borrow no sugar. I might borrow a whole chicken from Miss Ada across the street, make a whole dinner and bring her a plate. You hear what I'm saying? That's my hood. I don't come from, my hood protected me. Like when Lauren talk about how the hood protected her, I was a ghetto princess. They didn't let me be on the corner after a certain time because I was a smart, respectable young lady. They exist in the hood, okay? It ain't, I'm not gonna say I'm not ratchet, I'm rache because
I love that.
Because I read too much. But I love every aspect of me. And the thing about we don't applaud the bad. We don't applaud the killers. Excuse me, I applaud a killer. I hate a murderer. Killing is necessary. I wish we had more. These murderers are something different. We don't applaud thieves. 50 Cent is cool, but I never liked him because he was a stick-up kid. Why I'm gonna like somebody who steals? You feel me? We don't applaud. Now, I ain't gonna say nothing about drug dealing because drug dealing is business. You don't say nothing about Eli Lilly and GlaxoSmithKline.
Oh.
So why you gonna say something about Rodriguez or Rollo? I'm just saying. Everybody make their own choices. You don't say nothing about the big liquor companies. Just keeping it real. Now, there are ways that people maneuver in the hood to do those things, and that's why they do it. Nobody I know want to sell drugs. They want to provide for their family. And we were tricked by, some would say, bourgeois Black people who thought working was beneath them. And we lost a whole generation of trade that other people came in and took that money and made millions off of, that we were the ones that Booker T. Washington, my high school, Booker T. Washington empowered these people with these trades to go back and empower their community and be the best at that. But then we got tricked. You don't want to be that kind of Black person working. We through with slavery. Like there's no honor in work. I love a garbage man. Oh, he get up every day. He makes sure my streets is clean, and he gonna smell good because he be riding that shit all the time. So he gonna come home, take 3-4 baths. You know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna be fresh by 6 o'clock.
And listen, don't we wish we had a trade every time you hire a plumber or someone to come and fix your sink?
Man.
Don't you wish that?
Or somebody in your family. There used to be somebody in everybody's family that would work on the plumbing, could work on houses, could work on electric. I still have that in my family. Thank God. I thank God. Shout out to Fernando who do the electricity. Shout out to Kelley who do the plumbing. I have a 10-bedroom house. Stuff break down all the time. And I just think that we have to get back there. I'm trying to get my son and my nephew to get a trade. I don't care what it is, just to have that skill. And I just remember a time when I was growing up, every man would at least pretend like they would, oh, this too big of a job for me, baby. We're going to have to call somebody in. They would at least fool me. Fool me. Lift the tub, pick up. This too much for me. I'm going to have to get somebody. Or when your car.
And then fix it.
Just lift the car up. Just trick me. Let me tell y'all a quick story. So, my car was sitting in my driveway for a year. Okay. And I did the Tonight Show with Killer Mike. Shout out to Killer Mike. And the guy who sold me the car was like, called me to congratulate me. Like, I seen you on the Tonight Show. Oh, I'm so proud of you. What you doing to celebrate? I said, if I could go somewhere, I would say, he said, what you mean? I said, my car ain't working. He said, your car ain't working. I said, my car ain't working. He said, send it to me. I sent it to him. He called me back the next day, was like, I'm coming to get you. I said, for what? He said, in your car. He came and got me. I took him back to the shop. There was a Mexican man there. And the Mexican man said, you have meaning in your life? I said, yes. He said, you have no meaning in your life. All it was the fan belt. Wow. If any man would have just looked. But man, our black men don't even do that no more. It's like, I get somebody to handle it. What? You ain't gonna try. You ain't even care.
So where do you think that breakdown?
It became when we started dogging the working man. When the working man wasn't great enough. That's when it started. When we started, when not us only, the media popularized this certain image of the player, pimp, street hustler, and that's the only image that a black man can be. And if you're not that, you lame. Remember Rock?
Yes.
Yeah.
Rock was one of the most outstanding shows of character and integrity. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I want that in me. And that's why we have all this. I don't watch any BMF, no Canaan. I don't watch none of it. I'm sick of those stories. I live it. They don't live it. And none of these people are hood for real. Let me say that to y'all. These folk out here playing hood, cosplaying hood, nigga. They are not. Wow. They are not.
So, okay, let's go back. No shows, no the raising, none of that.
No Snowfall.
Why?
Because we have other stories. Why is that the only story that they will tell?
There are many other stories that are out there, though. There are.
Okay.
But I do think that those stories are well written, too. That, when we get into anything, the power book, they're good. And I think that people crave I get your point, though. But I think people crave a well-written story.
I don't take nothing from the actresses
and working
or the
men
writers.
And women.
You want different stories.
I just want some more complexity in it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's always the same to me. Like we don't have no options. All of us don't choose to sell drugs.
No, that's true.
I'm just saying. Like tell the other. What about the lady next door that ain't? Can she be part of the arc in the story at some point? The good, honest working man down the street who the young men do admire, they exist. So I just want those stories to be told also. Like shout out to Power. I love P Valley.
Oh, P Valley. You love P Valley.
I love P Valley. Uncle Clifford, that's my nigga, right? But, I get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but the reason why I like that is because it's more nuanced to me.
It is.
It's not just about the strippers, it's about the lives they live.
I see where you're going.
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
So, what was that with the one with Mary J. Blige? What redeeming character? I watched that whole thing, which I just hate myself for.
And I did not watch that whole thing.
With Tariq. When Tariq was the main boy.
Yeah. The son.
Oh, the power. You mean the power?
Yeah.
Power book?
After Omari died.
Okay,
right.
Yeah.
What, he died? No, I'm playing. You gave it away.
And then I'm not racist. I'm prejudiced. So I never watched Power. And I love Omari. Omari's a poet from Atlanta. Know him. You couldn't tell it, but know him. And of course, I'm sitting there watching it. I'm like, yeah, this is my boy from Atlanta. And when his wife came on that screen and said, where's that drug dealer I knew from back in the day? And I'm like, this his wife? And then he's in love with this rice and beans bitch? Oh, no. I'm not watching this shit no more. Not watching it. And I ain't watched this to the last season when it was great. When they had each story, each person had a story.
Yeah.
I watched that.
Yeah.
And when Kendrick was on there.
Yeah.
That's it though.
Yeah, he was on
That was
there.
it. And that's just how I am. My son, I'm crazy. I remember when I found out that Jamie Foxx and Katie Holmes was dating. I cried, right? Because I love Jamie Foxx. I cried. And so my son, somebody came in my room and I'm like, they're like, what's wrong? He's like, nothing. She's crying over nothing. But that's how I feel when it's good black men. Now,
Okay, so let's go back. You have put so much on the table.
I'm sorry. I talk like that.
Whoa. Let's just chronologically.
I'm sorry.
So Jamie Foxx dated Katie Holmes.
Oh, can I go back further than that?
Oh, you
Okay,
can.
go
Okay.
Yeah.
I was starting most recent, but
Okay,
go
okay,
ahead.
Yeah, because I meant to stop you back before we lost some people. I admire killers. We need more of them. I'm against murderers. Can you unpack that?
In the original Hebrew script is thou shalt not murder. Killing is necessary. Some people got to go. If it's between me and you, I just met you, I love you, but you got to go. It's just what it is. I wish black people were more like, they need to be scared. That fake fear, I don't want the fake fear. Have real fear. That if you do wrong, there are repercussions. That's what I want. So, and I just want to get to all the gang members and, give them real direction.
So what's the fake fear?
The fake fear is what they've, the propaganda, throughout our whole existence in America, from Reefer Madness to Birth of a Nation, all of the propaganda to make white people scared of black people and increase that fear. Even with television, it's always a surly black man that the image is, and if it's not a surly black man, it used to be Italians. You know what I'm saying? They used to, that's how they used to
pit people against each other and stereotype.
And that's what it is. Fake. It's not real, because ain't no more. The most loving people on the planet are black Americans. Period.
And patriotic.
Oh, beyond patriotic. We love our country because we don't really have no choice. Most black people don't get out of America. Most people don't travel 30 miles from where they originate.
And we built this country.
And we built it, but we don't even take the pride in it like that. We don't even walk with that. If I pray every day that my people discover the God in them and walk in it, not just the fake Christian crap that they be doing. You don't really, none of y'all ain't really Christians. For real. Not the way you live, not the way you believe. You can't be. So that's bull. You know what I'm saying? But if you really find your divinity, you really understand that you are God, you are a creator. Oh my God, I have the highest self-esteem because I'm black. How you gonna feel bad about anything when you're a black American? You built this. You've overcome everything. Everybody want to be like you. You truly are God. You make it out the mud. You know what I'm saying?
But I think it goes back to what you were saying earlier, and that the stories that are not being told is making people feel that way. They feel like they are not a part of this narrative because they're changing history. People are changing history. They're changing the books. They're throwing them away. They're burning the books. They're changing curriculums.
But they weren't reading in the first place. Everybody with all this fake outrage. Nobody can't stop me from learning.
That's true.
Everything I've learned, I didn't learn in no school, and nobody made me learn it.
Mm-hmm.
I stopped college with my second year, and what I learned there, that makes me love myself. I didn't learn there. I thank God. Shout out to Miss Smith, Jabari Smith Jr., who's on the Houston Rockets. His grandmama, my favorite teacher in the world. Miss Smith gave me Zora Neale Hurston. Miss Smith gave me Mark Matherbain Boy. That's not in the curriculum.
Nikki Giovanni.
Oh, Nikki Giovanni was at 8 years old in summer camp best friends, thank God. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm a student of my community. I'm a child of the community for real. Yeah. And I'm public school. I am, she's so smart. So I had a little white Jewish teacher who just called me her Barbara Jordan because I love Barbara Jordan since I was 10 years old. I found Barbara Jordan on my own. Nobody didn't show me her. I just seen a big black woman talking. I was like, whoa. I like the way she sound. I need to see who she is.
Right, looking kind of familiar with people I know.
Come on.
That's true.
Darker than a paper sack. We won't talk about that. They don't let no niggas be on TV unless they light it in a paper sack.
Yeah. It's funny. I was talking, having a conversation with, again, my thread of people. And there's a guy in our thread, is a brother. He's more conservative leaning,
and we were talking about the Arlington Cemetery, and how they're scrubbing the history of a lot of those soldiers. And his take was, well, if they were just considered American soldiers and not black soldiers, then they wouldn't have to scrub their history. And I said, but if you take away the fact that they're black, you're taking away the whole history of, at a point where they wouldn't let black men become soldiers.
Hello.
You're taking away everything that black soldiers had to do to persevere. You're taking away the fact that, again, black soldiers are the hands down the most patriotic people walking this earth, because black soldiers, black military, these people are fighting for freedoms that they don't even get to enjoy.
In spite of so much.
To go to another country, fight, and then come home and be treated like you're not of this country.
Right.
Yeah. And it was that conversation. So before I have a thing we talk about all the time. I have a thing about black excellence and like black love. Like when you put black in front of it, it makes it a subset of that thing. But then when I started, having this argument with him, not argument, it was discussion about the history of black soldiers, for the first time, it made me think of black excellence in a different way, right? Like because black excellence now is attributed to fame and money.
Never.
So that's been my issue.
Never for me.
With it. But now when I'm looking into the story, like black survival in and of itself is black excellence.
Because we've always had to supersede, do better, and more things have been put in our way to cross over.
And see, the thing about it, I don't ever look at it as a subset. I look at it as special. Because excellence, white people mediocre. Always have been. They don't have to try as hard. They don't have to, because somebody else will come clean it up. We've never had that luxury. We've always had to be twice, 10 times as good. So black excellence is better. It's just what it is. We just put black on it because it is. We've had to always be that. We've never, no matter what we've done, and even when we're better than them, they still will find a way to put somebody over us. That's just what it is. So everything black, unapologetic. Lemon, shout out to Brooklyn, Lemon, Puerto Rican, Norwegian poet, Lemon.
No, Lemon, yeah.
You say, Georgie, you like to make white people uncomfortable. If my blackness makes them uncomfortable, good. I don't have no problem with that. And then my mentor, Father Umdi of the Watts Prophets, he says, you don't just scare white people, you scare black people. Good.
Scare black people, make them scared of coming into their own?
I think that because I'm so unapologetically me, and sometimes I've had people say to me, I love you, Georgia, but I hate the way you glorify the hood, the ghetto. That I love where I'm from. I love who I am and the people that surrounded and love me. I'm sorry. For you, not for me. And I don't make no apologies for it. And the thing about it is, being born and bred in Atlanta, Georgia, I'm around, my best friend went to Georgetown, speaks 3 languages, is a professional academic. From 23 years old on, she's made over $100,000 a year learning. She get paid to learn. My other best friend grew up. Mama worked at the Varsity. The Varsity is a hot dog historical place here in Atlanta. She had 5 kids right down the street. This is the hood, West Side. He's a doctor. His brother's an engineer. His 2 sisters are RNs. And the other one, I think he's a professor. All from this hood. You feel what I'm saying? So Martin Luther King raised his kids in the same neighborhood I'm from. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So when people say these things who are black to me, it's like, how do you have such a limited view of your people?
Wow.
Right, because this is where your people are from.
It's so many, and the thing about Atlanta is, Atlanta showed me everything. I had my friend Marita, who I'm talking about, her mother was a professor at Morehouse, and her dad worked at Lockheed. They lived in the SWATs. I went to school with Bo Young. That's Andrew Young's son. My classmate was John Lewis Jr. This is Atlanta. So we don't do all that. All the other people came with all that mess. It didn't matter where you was from. It didn't matter how fly you are. It matter how smart you are. It matter how good you are, how sweet you are, how kind you are. That's what it matter. All the rest of that is lame. All them lame ducks who came here and messed up our club scene with the sections. Nobody don't dance no more and have fun. Ugh, I hate you. I hate you so bad.
You messed it up for everybody.
I hate them. I ain't gonna say y'all name because y'all might have to promote one of my tours one day.
Oh my goodness! Don't you blackball yourself? Don't do it.
God got me because, like I said,
yeah.
even in being blackballed, I didn't know. I just hustled. I didn't know. I just worked.
That's how you overcame it.
Exactly.
You didn't worry about it.
I didn't know we was doing Educated Gangster 101. Shout out spoken word hip hop musical created by Tommy Bottoms and Malik Salam.
Yeah.
And we did that amazing. And things just kept coming. Then Miss Jill Sky asked me to go on tour. She didn't know about the blackball, so she took me out on the road. And just different opportunities came still, despite whatever that's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna always speak my truth. I think that's what scares people. Like, what will she, if something goes on that I don't like, I'm gonna say something.
I love that.
So I want to go back. In case we haven't lost all of our white viewers or listeners.
They love me. Real white folk love me.
Right.
Shout out to the good white folk.
Right.
John Brown.
So like, right. So that's what I want to get back to that because I just want to take a moment to unpack and make sure because I could hear I envision a white person hearing that white people are mediocre and they take offense to that or get defensive on that. And I want to be really clear that we're talking about a playing field that has historically been uneven. So again, back to our excellence, everything that we have had to do to play on this uneven playing field when the playing field was set up for them. And it's not been set up for us. It's been designed for us. We live in a system that's been designed for us to be second class. So everything that we have to muster, all of our resources, whether it be spiritual, whether it be relational, whether it be political to whatever extent, everything that we have had to muster just to play on this playing field is what makes us rich as Black people, as Black culture. So I guess I'm trying to I'm trying to put more
the context of it.
More context, yeah, because again, it's not a racist statement. It's not a prejudice statement, but it's an
opinion, and it's based off of. I know all white people aren't mediocre,
right?
Okay, it's based off the fact that so many times a Black person, and I ain't saying a person of color, a Black person has been qualified, overqualified for a position or a job and was overlooked for someone who
didn't earn it.
And that's just what it is. And so if that wasn't the case, nobody would ever say that. But that's what we deal with all the time. There's 100 yards on the football field. For Black people, it's 150. Because you're always moving it. You're always changing the game. And I wish we would have listened to Booker T and just did for us.
Get a trade.
And establish us and have our own playing field. Y'all want to come over here with y'all? Let me tell y'all something. I'm saying this publicly. Martin Luther King, when he said we will all join hands and sing a Negro spiritual, he didn't say a Lutheran hymn or a Catholic song. It meant to the soul of the world who are Black people. Ain't nobody like Black. We are the chosen one, tribe of Judah. Said you'll be taken from your land and put into 400 years of internment. Who else is that on the planet? That don't describe nobody else but transatlantic slaves in America, period. So I just want us to revel in us. Loving me don't mean I hate any white people. I love the good white folk. Thank God for the good. And I have to say good white folk because
there's a difference.
It is, because I used to think there was more good white folk in America than not. Now I don't. That has changed. And it's not just because of Donald Trump. It's not. It's because they don't love themselves. They vote against themselves, especially these white women. I feel so bad for them. Y'all get your sisters. Get your sisters. Because, I mean, I ain't got nothing else to say to Miss Millie and none of them. Because they're going to they've always done it. Bill Burr explains it so beautifully about how white women are co-conspirators and act like they're not in the demise of Black people. The only thing white women adore about black people is Black men's penis. Other than that, they're intimidated by everything else. They loved Oprah. But when the millennium made me went out of business, that was it for America. Because she was their consciousness. She told them what to do. She told them to feel. She made it okay for them to feel she raised these people for 25 years. And then she went away and then here come Wendy Williams. Just messed us all up. It's just the truth.
Lord have mercy.
Am I lying? Let me tell you, I watch television. Your show, one of the most impactful shows in the history of television. Because it showed Black people in every way to me. Especially when they brought Cousin Pam on. You know what I'm saying? Because you're supposed to lift up your cousins. A lot of us stayed with our cousins who were bad. A lot of people stayed with me. My family. You know, that's part of our...
Especially those summers. Come up for the summer from the South.
If you not... He bad. I need to send him to you.
That's right.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
And the culture that was presented that we never would have knew about, the art, everything. We've had shows that influence us in the best ways. The reason why I didn't feel so bad about being a big girl, because I knew Nell Carter.
Give me a break.
I'm just saying.
Right?
She was pretty and talented. And her skinny friend couldn't get a man. That's
sure. That's
what I seen. So all this, woe is me. I'm big. First off, big people don't talk like that. That's asthma and bronchitis. Y'all gonna stop putting that on us, okay?
But now some people say Wendy Williams broke through. She broke through a lot of media barriers. She broke through. True. It wasn't gossip.
No, she's wonderful. I'm just saying that.
You're just saying that's not what
redeeming
What did she break
value.
through? What did she break through?
Media. She broke through media, glass ceiling. She broke through television. She broke through radio. She broke through her circumstances. She broke through a lot. She did break through a lot of things. And a lot of people would say that.
I love Wendy.
Go to the comments.
I love Wendy. Wendy, the homegirl you hang out with twice a year, but not all the time. You can't deal with that because she got low self-esteem. Period. Anybody who had a butt, if you had a butt, Wendy was hating on you. Okay? Like, she was going to talk about you in a bad way. And I was like, oh, man, she just go get you a job done. You really got a problem with this. I'm telling you, go watch the shows. But I love Wendy because I did her radio show in 2003. That's how long ago it's been, 2003. And I went on her radio show and she says, Georgia me, you like the Mary J. Blige of poetry. I was like, oh, thank you. She said, but Mary has a big house in Jersey and a Bentley. What does Georgia have? I said, well, I would never buy a Bentley because it depreciates as soon as it comes off the lot. I would never buy one of those expensive houses in Jersey to be around white folk, and I would take my money to help the elders in my community who are losing their houses because of taxes and, the price. But I'm happy Mary got a Bentley and a big house. And she was like, I like you. And then she started talking straight to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And she called me the queen of spoken word. That's why I call myself the queen of spoken word. Because when she said the 20 million people, I said, okay, I'll take it. You know what I'm saying?
You co-sign.
So I just, but as a woman, I understand what she went through. She grew up in a white environment.
Yeah.
So she was
Jersey.
never enough. She was never enough. No matter what she did, she might be smart, she might be cool, but she's not one of those white girls, one of those Italians that they adore. You know what I'm saying? And that was her life. And then she got into the music in the radio world and she loved it. And she, as a woman, you still gonna come up against it because you a woman. So I give her credit for, all that she endured, dealing with Puffy getting her fired and sending her to Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? Like she went through some things. So, and I feel bad for her and what she's going through now.
Right.
But at the same time, I'm like, girl, you talk so bad about people. So when I was growing up, wasn't gossip wrong?
Right. Yeah.
Wasn't it? Now that's the T. What's the T? We don't make things that was wrong right.
Yeah. We had another episode. We were talking about normalizing low vibration.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Right? That's become
it's something. It's where a lot of people dwell and stay, and oh my God, all this trauma bonding. Ain't no solutions.
We have a lot of trauma bonding.
I go through trials and trauma, but I have triumph. Where's the celebration? Y'all just stay in hell. Heaven and hell is a choice. I ain't waiting to die to have heaven. I have heaven by my choices on a daily basis. And we're not empowering each other to be like, you have the power to change your whole circumstance, how you feel, what you're going through. We don't We're not. We just like, oh God, my mama wasn't this. Who mama was? Like, what is wrong with y'all? If your mama was, if you didn't get the love, be the love.
Be the love. Learn something and be better. Mm-hmm.
I'm like, come on. I'm sick of all the excuses for your bad behavior and bad choices. No accountability. None. Oh my God. And we just applaud raggedy hoes all day long. I just be like, dang, being a good girl don't get you nothing. Don't get you nothing.
So other than Nell Carter, where did you get your self-esteem and confidence?
Barbara Jordan, okay. Nell Carter. 10
years old.
Yeah. Oh,
Barbara
early.
Jordan.
All my life. Nikki Giovanni. Nikki Giovanni, I read Ego Tripping at 8 years old.
Yeah.
I turned myself into myself and was Jesus. Men intone my loving name. All praises, all praises. I am the one who would say, man. Oh my God. So black people get me off. I'm sorry. I just always had that. Just like, I just love us. And my mama, rest in peace. My mama loved black people. Light-skinned lady with gray eyes, and hoes just hated on her whole life. They thought she was all that, and she didn't. She loved black people. Yeah. The darker you were, the more she loved you. But they just saw a light-skinned or red bitch with gray eyes. Shit, you know what I'm saying? They just not. So my mama put that in me.
Yeah.
My mom put that in me like strong. And then just being here in Atlanta, like I went to Payne Forest Elementary School. I thought that all schools did what we did. I didn't know that because Andrew Young's son and John Lewis' son and all these lawyers and doctors and the SWATs, they kids went there that we got this special stuff. I didn't know. I thought all kids saw Roots. We saw Roots in school. I was like 6, 7, maybe 5. I don't even remember. But we all watched Roots. We had a dance program. We had a music program. When I went to middle school, because I didn't go to the same middle school I was supposed to go to. I went to a school in the hood. We went from the Southwest Woods to the west side of Atlanta, the Bluff. If y'all don't, people in the world don't know about the Bluff is a neighborhood here in Atlanta where a lot of kids were snatched during the missing and murdered children of Atlanta.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
My best friend, Tonya Bell, her brother was one of those kids, Yusef Bell. So that's where I went from Payne Forest to Kennedy, where in Payne Forest, we had 6 fights in the whole 6 years in the whole school that I was there. I went to Kennedy, where I had 6 fights before lunch in my cluster, okay? Like, it was a whole different experience. I got offered crack my first day of school. You understand me? So being in the Bluff is different, you know? So just the experiences of, I had all this exposure at Payne Forest. And then I'm over here and they ain't got the same. They don't get the same. They don't. Why? It just made me recognize the differences and access and by me being smart, how I had more access. Like even being at Kennedy, they had to start a whole class for me because I was a grade level head reading. So they had to create a class for me in my grade level. And as time went on, there were different things that I wanted because I had friends at Southwest. So I'm like, they doing this at Southwest. Why we ain't doing it? And it would make them see about it, you know? But that's the hood. Nobody, if they don't have anybody fighting for it, they're not gonna get anything. Nobody's gonna. So I just noticed the difference young. So it made me, you know, like really look for examples and of blackness and like, oh my God, like Michael Jackson is everything to me. Like Michael Jackson, the first man I ever loved, not my daddy. I kiss Michael Jackson every night on the poster. And he was just the most magnificent person of love. That's how I always seen him. So that was a big influence on me, real big. Like I love, and Goody Mob.
And Goody Mob.
Goody Mob, Goody Mob, Goody Mob. I'm a Parkinite too, but the reason I am who I am is because of G-Mo-B. Goody Mob taught me that I could be hood, be an intellectual, be a revolutionary, and be God-fearing and God-mastering and knowing my divinity. I love the G-Mo-B. Shout out to CeeLo, Cujo, T-Mo, and Gil. Hold down your DF.
So this voice, this strong voice, developed over time, or at 8 years old when
I always sound like a man.
And I don't mean your literal voice. I just mean your disposition and the fervor and the fire.
I think so.
Like when you imagine yourself if you remember yourself as an 8-year-old, is it just a smaller version of what I'm seeing here?
Basically.
So did you ever have like that period of insecurity as
always,
a teenager?
Always. I've been over 200 pounds since I was 11. So I got joned in the hood. What you think? Broke out, all that. But what I had was this intellect and this spirit. So that couldn't be broken. And whatever you say, you can say whatever you want. After a while, this is what always would happen. People would bully me, and then they would get to know me and love me. and then they would fight the bullies who would try to fight me. That's what happened. That's my life. And if I had a bully, I fought him. And if you was a bully and you was and if you was a bully and you was picking on somebody smaller, I'm gonna fight you. Cause you ain't got no business doing that. That's wrong. I've always been like that. I've been a bully buster my whole life. I don't got my ass beat now, but I ain't never afraid, ever.
A bully buster.
A bully buster. I ain't got no problem with it. I bring all the smoke. That's another reason why this industry have an issue with me. Cause I don't play the radio. You are not gonna do nothing around me that I deem is wrong or I feel is not right, and I'm not gonna say nothing. And I don't mean I'm gonna blow up the spot. It just means that I don't allow injustice to happen around me. I'm a child of King. Martin Luther King is also one of my biggest, most influential. He's the greatest spoken word artist ever. Period. But King says injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. I live by that. Ceasefire. We know it. In Zionism, we have to speak on it. That's why I'm kind of mad at a lot of people right now. I'm like, y'all be talking about all this, but how y'all not saying anything about Palestine? Now, the Sudan is a bit much more, and the Congo is a bit much more because it'll require everybody to give up these for a minute or not update it. Yeah. I can do it, but I don't know if everybody else can do it.
They would all implode and die.
So I'm just saying, those influences make me who I am.
Yeah.
I love me some Martin Luther King. Barbara Jordan just made me so happy. And then you're looking at the history of my people, Fannie Lou, you know what I'm saying? Oh God, Zora loving her people unapologetically. The way she wrote, I write the same way. I was at the University of Virginia Tech. A girl came up to me and she was like, I love the way you write. I said, thank you. She said, because you say the and the. She see it in my writing. I'm intentional about that. Sometimes the, sometimes the, on purpose. Shoal will come out, not should, not, the dialect of my people. You know what I'm saying? It's all in there together because that's who I am. And I want Black people to not be afraid of any aspect of who they are. Be appropriate for the occasion.
Oh, we were talking about that earlier, right? Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Pivot when you need to.
I'm never out of pocket because I was raised well. Okay? But I waited too long to be grown for somebody to control me. Period. So I'm big on that. Don't hide your don't tone down your Blackness. Don't tone it down. Don't do that.
Right.
That's never gonna happen for me, And white people love me. They love me. Because I'm real and authentic.
Yeah.
While the brown nose just think that's the way to be, it's not. You're not respected. And I don't want to be in any environment where I can't authentically be me. Period.
And we've had this conversation before.
I love your hair too.
Oh, why? Thank you. Thank you. I would really rather know who a person is so I don't have to figure it out. Even if you're a racist, just let me know so I can know how to deal with it. Or if you're a type of person that I may want to or not be bothered with, I'd rather you put it all on the table, then I can make the decision.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're just playing games. I don't know who you are. You're putting on face. I'm putting on face. Who has that time?
I'm like, be racist.
Yeah, just let me know.
My thing is, I don't infringe on my civil liberties. I don't care what you do. We ain't got to sleep together. We ain't got to eat together. We ain't got to go to church together. We ain't got to do none of that. Don't infringe on my civil liberties. Don't infringe on opportunities that can come to me. That's it.
Right.
All the rest of that, nobody ain't trying to hang with y'all lame. Y'all know what you talking about. That's what make me mad when Black people I want to be with them. If they don't want to be with you, why would you want to be with them? Now, the good white folk come on over. You know what I'm saying? They have a good time. The ones that we know invited to the cookout. Now, everybody shouldn't be invited to the cookout either, but that's nothing.
I think part of the be with them, I want to be with them, is because if I am with them in their neighborhoods, in this system, education is going to be better. If I am with them in their particular neighborhoods, I can see that line of thought. Well, then they're going to have better grocery stores. If I am with them, and I'm, working in their spaces, I might get that loan because they know me. So I can see the line of thought is all I'm saying. But
And even with being with them, we still get denied all
now
of
you
that.
ain't lied yet. So
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. What's
That's
the point?
true. That's true.
That's what I'm saying. We can have our own. And then look at this. This made me mad. The hood being gentrified, why we couldn't have did it. All these men, all these football players, they could. I had a campaign. I just wish I had a bigger voice. I used to be like, fuck a Bentley, buy a block. I said that damn near 15 years ago and kept saying it. But I just don't have a loud enough voice. Just think about all the athletes that they would, instead of getting that Bentley, bought a block in their hood where they from. It's a white man in my neighborhood who owned 32 houses.
Wow. In your neighborhood?
In my neighborhood, he owned 32 houses. Some of them houses he bought for less than $5,000. They have houses on the court steps that let me tell you something that black people did that is disgusting. We got to get from the hood, we got to run, we got to go to the suburbs, we got to go. So you left these homes that your grandmother worked hard for. Nobody kept it up. And it went over to the state, went over to the city.
Yeah.
There's a black man in my neighborhood. He was a journalist for the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, the first black sports journalist for the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. His grandson had the house. I went in the house, I mean, we talking Muhammad Ali memorabilia, Jackie Robinson, all kinds of stuff. He left that house. He left it. Didn't sell it. Nothing. Somebody moved in as a, squatter. And then the city took over it. Now they have it. And I think about all those valuable, oh my God, memorabilia that's in that man's house. I don't understand why we don't love us enough. In my neighborhood now, my house is worth $700,000. $700,000. White boy across the street paid for his straight cash, 21 years old. His mama started him investing when he was 8. Paid $499,000 for it straight up. I didn't have white neighbors. Now I got one in front of me and one on the side. But they good white folk, because if I don't like them, they got to go. I don't make them leave. It was a white girl who wouldn't speak to none of the women in the neighborhood. You got to go, ho. You want me to talk to the men? You got to go. I don't deal with it nowhere. It was a white man down the street who was selling drugs, selling heroin. I told on him, black people, snitching is when you're involved in the crime. Otherwise, you're a great citizen. You are not a snitch. Don't let them fools make you believe that. If I see you running down the street with a TV, I'm calling the police. The hell you talking about? I wouldn't want nobody to. That's crazy. The way that they have brainwashed our whole community and made people scared. Grown people, stand up. Are you grown? Y'all act like y'all scared of the children. I'll slap the shit out of these kids. I don't care. You're a child. You a child. Young person, you don't know enough yet. I know you think you know. I'm gonna listen. But that's it. Unless it's valid, no. But we've given up everything to the criminals. Never. I don't do that. I don't believe in that. Like I said, I don't believe drug dealers are criminals unless they do the other stuff. I believe they're businessmen and women. That's how I see it. I'm sorry. But everything else, if you stealing, if you murdering, if you scamming, frauding people, any of that, no, you're not of God. So why would I associate or validate or give you, none of that. I just don't get it. Like the drill music, the kill music. Come on, man. I'm not listening to none of that. I'm not. And I come from an era of, slob on my knob, like corn on the cob, check in with me, hey. So I love it. But certain things don't feel good to my spirit. That's all it is. And it's not for me. And I pray that those people wake up and understand, damn, this has been killing us, especially people in Chicago. Prayers for my people in Chicago. When I go to Chicago, I cry when I watch the news. And my people would be like, they so desensitized to it. They just used to it now. They used to grandmamas getting killed at the laundromat. No. On a daily basis, babies getting murdered. What? And this is in Chicago. And that's another thing about America that we act like is not true. When you're in these neighborhoods, we do have PTSD. I seen a person get killed when I was 12 years old walking to the train station. Scariest moment of my life. I'm walking Tonya Bell to the train station. I had a sleepover. And at the train station, pop, 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 pop. And we running, thinking, hopefully we'll make it to the house.
Yeah.
It's part of the, and then I was in LA at Taraji P. Henson's birthday party, some club. Me and my girl, we smoking the best weed in the world. We Look Him album just came out. Shut up, bitch. We just crunk. I said, oh, we didn't have to pay for this. We gonna valet. We pull over for the valet. Pop! My friend say, I've been shot. I'm like, we high. So I'm like, girl, quit tripping. She's like, no, she's screaming. Somebody done shot straight through the back window. I look forward. The back window shattered, but not out. And there's a bullet hole. A bullet, but it didn't go through the front. It went back in the car. If I would have did like this, or she would have did like this, we would have got shot in the head. But me being hood, when I realized there was some shooting going on, whether it's Atlanta or Afghanistan, get low. And that's what I did. I opened the door, rolled out the car, got on the ground. She's still there screaming, ah! This when I realized my friend wasn't hood. I thought she was hood. She wasn't hood at all. She went straight Valley Girl on me. Okay, I was like, girl, get down. I was like, bitch, get down, get down. She just went out. She just still screaming. But that's what we're used to. So we're not scared. We just prepared. We're not. And it's unfortunate, but that's also America. It's not just the hood. Mm-hmm. I was watching a show, and a young man, he moved from America to Australia when he was 10. And he talks about the trauma of being in America and the shooting drills. Now, we are the generation, the only thing we had was fire drills and tornado drills.
That's right.
But these kids over the past 20 years have had shooting drills.
Yeah.
For a mass shooter. This is what they live with. The rest of the world don't live like that. And we act like it's okay.
Yeah, it's just us.
Yeah, the PTSD is real.
It is. And we don't address it. We don't want people to acknowledge it. They need to do things for their own healing to overcome it. Even we ain't no better than the people in Palestine. That's why I always say, my high school teacher, the one that put me on, she was like, nobody in the world got it worse than a nigga other than a Palestinian. And I was like, what's a Palestinian? This is when I was in high school. Right. And then one of my best friends, Suhail Hamad, I learned the plight. Yeah. I learned the life. Yeah. And it just gave me a different perspective. And I think that if black people understood that we don't have the patent on struggle, we would live better.
Where's the collection plate?
Rewind.
It's the real.
What?
Yeah. That's why we don't prosper. We post, whoa. No. You are conquerors. You are the most jubilant, amazing, joyful, accomplished people on the planet. Real talk. Everybody else, they get it, but come on. The adventures of Black Americans in America. Come on now. Everything.
I see your glasses with the B and other symbols, I think, around you. Are all these meaningful?
No.
Okay, that was just at the corner store.
I think these is some Gucci knockoffs. I didn't even know it was Gucci till somebody said, there's some good Gucci knockoffs. I said, Gucci? I don't do no Gucci. But yeah, and this is Gemstone Drift. Let me shout out Benjamin Devine, a poet and a craftsman. He makes the most amazing custom-made jewelry. Gemstone Dripping. You can find him on IG and everywhere. He did a piece for KRS. Dr. Umar, I'm going to talk about Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar.
She said, I'm going to throw it out there. Can I throw it back? Okay, anyway. Because the bee, they say, it lifts up the weight of its body. That's why I thought that might have been like that.
Other than me being, we ain't going to, y'all see. He sent a message to y'all over there.
Okay. Thank you.
I love Beyonce, so that might be,
There we go. There we go.
For all the Beehive people. And I do love Beyonce. And I wanted to quit the game, and Beyonce brought me back on my mama. And I just started feeling like not loving the game. Man, because if you ain't on Twitter, if you don't got 100,000 followers, that means something. So I just didn't want to do it. And I was like, dang, I'm done. I had an event the next day. I go to it, and a bitch see me. My friends know when I'm not right. So a bitch say, what's wrong, nigga? And I say, I just ain't there. He said, feeling Lauryn Hill? I said, yeah, I'm feeling Lauryn Hill. When you're just done with this mess.
Right.
That's the thing.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And so that night, he said, we left the event. He said, you need to look at your girl. I said, nah, I can't even. He said, nah, I'm telling you. So I watched the Beyonce, Jay-Z special that they had when they was in Paris or somewhere.
Yes.
Oh, it was amazing. It just changed me, my whole spirit, it just made me become reinvigorated and yes, Jay, I was J and B. You understand me? So I love Beyonce for her work ethic, for her vision. Don't like that Cowboy Carter, but that's just me. Everybody else, y'all love it. You know, Beyonce do albums for certain people. These last 3 albums ain't been for me, so it's okay.
Right.
I'm still on
Not
B-Day.
everything is for everybody.
Yeah.
I'm still on Lemonade. You know what I'm saying? But we love you.
And you love Jamie Foxx, so let me go back.
Oh,
Jamie Foxx. I love Jamie Foxx.
But you don't like Jamie Foxx, and what was Jamie Foxx and Katie Holmes?
Any black man that I like adore.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. I ain't even gonna say what this man went through.
Please do. You got to. Go ahead.
So when we was at Juneteenth,
Okay.
and Malcolm and his beautiful wife came in.
Uh-huh.
And I was happy, right? So he was like, "You never met my wife?" I said, "Nah, I'm just happy she black." And when I tell you the way he looked at me, like he could have slapped me, he said, "I'm mad that you thought she wouldn't be." Y'all just don't know what I've been going through.
I know that says more about you or about you.
But it's what, you know, it's like the success package. I made this money. Let me get this rice and bean, duck sauce, or corned beef hash. You know what I'm saying? I ain't messing with no fried chicken, no collard greens. You feel what I'm saying? Like, this is what you're going for. So that's what happens. So when I see brothers who have made a commitment to loving black, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Because I know he get a lot of pussy thrown at him. This is Theo from the Cosby Show. You know these white men. Come on now. He can't go nowhere.
We didn't see that part on the Cosby Show, but I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, but he's
all quiet now. I can't even look at him. Should we look at him?
No, but the man is so. I just am so happy that he is the way he is.
Bless you.
Yeah. So I see you. But you know, it's a math thing. I mean, it just so happens that if a black woman especially wants to get married, it's probably not going to be with another black man.
The journalist at photographer, beautiful black woman with the Diana Ross real hair, chocolate. Oh, just gorgeous. She spent a day with me because they were doing a story on me in the paper.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, she says, "I want to show you a picture of my family." I'm like, okay.
I'm afraid.
And it's her and this white man and her little baby. And she said, "A black man is not going to appreciate you." I said, "Well, I ain't finna be with no white man." And that's just what it was.
And that was it. That was
what I've had beautiful white men. Shout out to y'all. I just ain't finna touch your sallow skin, bro. I ain't finna be. I'm sorry, I'm not.
Even a man who falls into the good white people category.
You know, the thing about it is, oh man, I had a reading and the lady told me I wasn't gonna be with a white man. She said, with a black man. She said I was gonna be with a German or Italian or something like that. Because when she said he wasn't gonna be black, I said, "What you mean? He gonna be Jamaican?" Because I just thought she meant, like American. I just thought she meant American. You know what I'm saying?
Oh Lord. You're like, because I know the skin color is black. You knew that.
But no. And even that means me being by myself. My mom was by herself for 40 years. I do it. I just love my brothers. I love black men. I would prefer a black American, but if, I am international. So if I have dated Maori brothers, brown, okay? Especially when I go overseas, but God always sends black penis to me. I remember I was in Scotland and it wasn't any penis nowhere.
Now, that's not a sentence I thought I'd hear today. Just when I got up.
My God loves me.
What would he do?
The desires of my heart. I'm a good child, okay? Everything I desire, okay?
So how is I wouldn't marry a white man not racist? Just for some of our listeners who don't really know what to do with that.
The same thing they say is preference. It's just my preference.
It's just your preference.
I would never hate or infringe. Racism is infringing on someone's civil liberties and rights. That's racism. You not liking, that's preference.
I see. So
You feel what I'm saying?
You might not. You
and
might
I
also
love
not.
white people, but if I choose not to date one, like when people say you can't help who you fall in love with, you can help who you date. That ain't even a possibility if I don't date you.
And you're saying
You know what I'm
preference,
saying?
like, you may not also date someone that's 5'1".
Exactly.
Like that. Okay.
Even though I love short men, I got a George Jefferson complex. I just love me somebody. They
And
can't help
that's
they stop growing.
That's another sentence I never thought I heard.
Just the real.
What? Really?
They can't help they stop. Short men
man
have the best conversation, and then sometimes they have that third leg. Don't think because a nigga 7 feet tall, he got that sword. He don't. Okay? But shout it compact. I'm telling you. I'm just saying that's my experience. God has blessed me. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, wow.
I told you, Georgia.
Yeah, you did.
I told y'all.
You told me, but you didn't tell me.
I told y'all.
Oh, you said some words, but you didn't tell me. Hey.
It's just the truth. I'm George Jefferson with everything to me. He was from the hood. He made it out the hood through hard work and vision and determination. He loved his family. He was according. He get Mr. Wendell, yeah, Mr. Wendell. But let him get out of pocket. Honky, it was coming. You feel me? Don't get out of pocket. That's what I want. I want a man to know how to be appropriate. But let somebody get out of pocket, I'm bust your ass. I need that. I need that. That's what I'm going to revere. So that's just me.
Right.
So, but you got to love yourself and be confident. You can't be no short man that's insecure. You got to walk like God. You got to. I can't help you stop growing. Anybody who discriminates against people for that type of thing, you're shallow and vapid.
Isn't it crazy though how people are going different places and getting different inches, like growing 3 inches? Yeah. That's crazy. And getting their pegs and the connections in their leg. Hey, so they go from 5'3" to 5'6".
Wow, that's amazing. I just hope you ain't lame. That's all that matters. It don't matter how tall you are, how short you are. If you lame, then ain't nothing gonna save you.
They love you abroad, don't they? The men. I have to go back. I'm saying with the men. I know they do. I can tell by the look on her face. They love you.
I remember years ago. I'm not like this anymore now.
Okay.
But years ago, I remember I called home and I said to my best friend, Taz, I said, am I a hoe because I fucked 3 niggas in 12 days? She was like, no, it's overseas. It don't count. I said, okay, all right. You know what I'm saying? And it was great.
So the answer is yes?
Oh, yeah, they love me. They love me. They love me.
Thank you, though, for breaking it down.
Anywhere, though, real talk, men love me no matter where I go. Like, if they get a piece of me, they get to spend any time with me.
Yeah.
They want to experience. And then you're not going to get to experience that, but you get to experience my spirit and my love and my vision, because I have that for everybody. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm grateful.
I'm just thinking about that 11-year-old self that you say, hey, I've been over 200 pounds since I've been so young. What would you tell that 11-year-old?
Start working out. Because I do Pilates now. I'm just saying, like, for health reasons, though. For real.
No, that's true. That's true. That's true.
But like I said, I was 11, but when I graduated high school, I got most popular. See, I was never that girl that was just like, I was captain of the dance squad.
Yeah.
I was a cheerleader. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I just didn't let anything stop me based on this physical thing of being big. Mm-hmm. And in the hood, it's always somebody bigger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true. That's
just the real of it. So you just keep it moving, and then some people don't even see you as big. Like, this is big to me. Like, I'm over 230 pounds, whatever I am. It's been like, you ain't big. Because I ain't 600 pounds? That's why you say I ain't big?
Well, that's how they have us trained. My 600-pound life.
Yeah, I guess that's what it is. Yeah. And then shout out to Lizzo for being naked and big out here.
But getting smaller by the minute.
Oh, yeah, they all do. That's why, because they that's a lot. Now, that's the thing, too. When people be like, I'm happy to be, I was always happy to be me, but I wasn't happy with the weight.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Because it stopped certain things.
That's a really good distinction.
It's the truth.
Yeah,
it's like, because planes, different spaces, you're too big. Like the girl that they had on the Breakfast Club with the lift.
Yes, she got up there, she couldn't get in the lift.
I wish somebody would have slapped the shit out of her, because I was like, you delusional heifer. You're big, it's fine, but it can be inconvenient for other people. That's a reality. So you have to be aware of that. I remember one time I was on a plane and I was spilling, I was bigger. Probably about 280 at that time. I was spilling over.
And how tall are you?
I'm 5'10".
Okay.
So I was spilling over. I was in the middle seat. And I felt so bad for the people on the side of me. That's why I always try to get a window seat or an exit row seat, because I just infringed on them. They didn't have no choice. And you got to be aware of that. I'm not saying that we should be discriminated against or anything like that, but you got to be aware. Don't be delusional. Like, she's like, that man said, no, you ain't finna mess up my shocks. Get your ass out of my car. It's the truth. Like, come on. You need a truck, ho. You need somebody. You need to get Uber XL. Okay, like, I hate to. But we can't. But when we tell the truth, And it's just to make you better. It's not to dog you or demean you or make you feel bad. Like when I was in high school, shout out to my crew, my best friends, Amira, Sean, and Patrice. Amira, she got me a membership to Run and Shoot. Oh. Run and Shoot was a place people went to work out and play basketball. And she was like, I know you're not comfortable. This is my friend. That's what friends do. Now, did I go? I ain't go. That was on me. But
she tried.
She tried. That's
she made the effort. Yeah.
So I just like be honest and be honest with yourself. You know. Yeah. And I try to be honest with I'm not try. Ain't nobody gonna be more honest with me than me.
Yeah.
I mean, like I'm hard on myself. Everything that happens in my world, I did it. No matter what anybody else did, I did it. I created it with my thoughts, with my actions. I allowed it. Period. And when people start taking accountability for everything that happens in their life, they'll live different. They'll be better. Then they know, oh, I am the master of my fate. They don't believe that for real. So, yeah, I'm just grateful. Like, you know, a lot of people, when different things that don't happen in my life, a lot of people are like, no, that wasn't your fault. I'm not saying it was my fault, but I played the biggest part.
Got that right. I hear you on that.
Yeah.
I hear you on that. Especially when you come through life and some of the pattern happens. Like, well, I'm the consistent thing in that, so I got to
learn
that again.
Yes,
right.
Learn the lesson.
Get the lesson.
It.
Yeah,
and that's why I'm like, oh God, that's why I hate like with in male female because I'm like this. I'm intimidating to a lot of men. But I'm a flower for a man that knows his divinity. It's so easy, but you got to know who you are, and that's what women too. You give your power to what someone thinks about you, when it doesn't matter what anybody think, it matters what you know. That's that's it. It don't matter what nobody think about you. It matters about what you know. So I just thank God that I had the mom I had the uncle. Shout out my Uncle Cecil. I just got it. People say they got it out the mud. I got it out the love.
Yeah.
I come from a house full of love. Every day before I left my house, they was like, "You look good, Mimi. That's a good outfit, Mimi." Like my family is so country. Like I make broccoli cheese rice, and they're like, "Ooh, Mimi make that fancy rice." I'm like, it's success rice. It's not that big of a deal. But I love them. They love me, and I'm just so grateful that I come from that. And I realize a lot of people don't come from that. That's why I love the way I do. I love so hard. I love, man. You can ask. This story's about me picking up people off the street, taking them home, but washing them, feeding them, giving them somewhere to stay. That's what God would do. That's what I do. So, and I try to hopefully influence people to be the same.